Welcome to Season 3 of the Syracuse Dynasty Reboot, everybody. My name is Legion, and welcome back as we take on an FCS Southeast team that absolutely shredded us just 2 seasons ago. Syracuse was a different team back then, though, and FCS Southeast has not seen the power of Melvin Patterson yet. FCS Southeast was the team that started Syracuse out on a current 24-game losing streak, but Syracuse has revamped their offense with players like Bobby Nixon and Corey Barnes this past offseason, and in Melvin Patterson's senior year, it is now or never for the Orange. Let's jump right into it. Nostalgia from Season 1? I think so. Here we go. FCS Southeast Pirates coming back to the Carrier Dome in Syracuse, starting off early with the football. Melvin Patterson to Corey Barnes, the new addition, the receiving threat tight end for Michigan. Next play, Terry Clark. They didn't have him when they played FCS Southeast earlier in Season 1. And now here he is with the juke move inside. Hopefully we see a lot of that this season. Moving forward, Syracuse not all lucky. Melvin Patterson going down into the ground, sacked for a loss of 7. Syracuse settling for a field goal with a freshman, Jared Lee. It is 3-0 here. Late in the first quarter. Early second quarter here. Here goes Powell. Read option. Syracuse, really bad run defense on paper, and Jay Powell, 11 and a first down. Now he's going to give it off to Kerr. And Kerr to the outside. He's not going anywhere. He is dropped by the sophomore, Marcus Pitts. So Syracuse with the football back now after a nice stand. Here's Melvin Patterson and what he can do, keeping it himself. 15 yards on the carry. Syracuse, we've got a tie football game. They are looking for their first win of the series. 11 yards for Melvin Patterson, and now play action. He's going to step back. He's going to roll around. Nobody's covering him, and he's going to fire across the field, and it's Bobby Nixon on the reception, 36 yards. Melvin Patterson extending the play, and Syracuse first down and goal, and they're going to give it right to Terry Clark. Easy touchdown, just dropping his head, powering it in. Syracuse up 10-3 here. 1:45 and ticking left in the second quarter. Powell going to work, going to find White, but he fumbles the football. He is hit. It's Craig Glover recovering. Justin Fernando laying the wood. The 175-pound senior cornerback wanting to win his first game, forcing a fumble. And now it is Melvin Patterson time. 1:22 left, finding Corey Barnes yet again. And then out of the pistol, 1:13 and ticking to his right. Gonna stop on the run, and it's gonna be caught and fumbled by the sophomore new addition, John Johnson. A big hit came in, and number 88, John Johnson, has his first low light in his Syracuse uniform of hopefully not too many. But Melvin Patterson, it doesn't matter. 3 seconds left. Bobby Nixon on the run. Speaking of new additions, it is Nixon, a former teammate of Patterson in Placentia, California, catching his very first touchdown as a member of the Orange. And now Patterson, third quarter, they're not going to stop. Will Golden on the reception, down inside the 5, working out of the slot. And so now second down and goal, Patterson keeping himself. Easy end zone right in front of him. And it's going to be 24-3 here in the third quarter. FCS Southeast got to go. Jay Powell going to give it to Kerr, and he's going backwards. A loss yet again. It is Robert Washington, the junior defensive end, on the stop. And now Melvin Patterson gonna put it away. Bobby Nixon, how about his second touchdown on the game? Make that 31-3 for Bobby Nixon. FCS Southeast down 31-3, and Robert Washington does it yet again. Another drop. He was very unproductive on the edge last season. Really nice to see him making some plays here as Powell goes down. And on third down and 2, gonna give it to Thornburg, and it is Pitts yet again making the stop. Make that 4th down and 2. And now Syracuse with the football back yet again. And one more time to Bobby Nixon. Same route as earlier. And now at the very end of the third quarter, going to let the clock wind down. And Bobby Nixon, the deep threat wide receiver from Placentia, California, 66 yards to the house. Patterson already over 332 yards on the game. And now last chance for FCS Southeast. On the run, Powell intercepted by Justin Fernando. Forced the fumble earlier, now gets an interception. Defensive player of the game for Syracuse, and this is going to be it, everybody. Syracuse, one more stab through the heart. John Johnson. Syracuse, in dramatic fashion, has won their first game in 2 seasons, 44-3, under the arm of Melvin Patterson, who had 5 total scores on the game. That is it, everybody. It is over. Can't believe that Syracuse won. Great game. They finally did it from a team of walk-ons to a team with a revamped offense that could potentially scare their ACC foes going forward. I cannot wait for what is to come here, as a very, very well put together game by the entire team as a whole. The most complete game we've ever seen them play. But that's not going to be it, everybody. We have another game this episode, 2-for-1 special. We've got yet another revenge game against former Syracuse quarterback Grant Olsen and the North Texas Mean Green. This was the most complete game Syracuse played last season. They lost by 10 points, but they fought hard throughout the game. It's going to be very interesting to see how Syracuse with a new look offense does against the Mean Green, but Grant Olsen right off the back making them look silly. This is the old Syracuse we're used to. Thankfully, Marcus Leonard makes a tackle there, but 33 yards for Grant Olsen, and he's just going to pull it down and run yet again. And this time, he is going to pick up a gain of 18 on the carry, absolutely driving down the field himself. And now here is Keith down a first down. Run defense not looking great for the Orange right now, but Grant Olsen on third down and goal, that's what matters. The stop made by none other than reserve linebacker Michael Lane, who has had plenty of flack during his Syracuse playing days. Syracuse's defense bending, not breaking, and now it's Melvin Patterson time. He can run too, taking it down across the 40-yard line, approaching the 45 and midfield. And now Patterson going to roll, stops, keeps rolling, and he's going to run for another first down for Syracuse. So far, Melvin Patterson, it is his show, just like last season against North Texas, keeping them in this game, but now with some more weapons. They want the W, and they are going to be right on their way to it. Will Golden taking the lead, 7-3. His second touchdown on the year. And so Grant Olsen now back to work, but he will be stopped. It's going to be a sack. And now on third down and 13, Olsen going to float outside. He picks up a first down nonetheless on a beautiful floater to Bo Hayes. And now he's just going to step up and run yet again. We cannot stop him. Justin Fernando laying the wood, but he's got good carrying, so it's not going to matter. And now he's just going to keep it himself. Plenty of green in front of him, seeing more green than the Mean Green themselves. Grant Olsen, 32 yards to the house, cashing in the check for 7. And now this is not going to help. Melvin Patterson, not seeing Barnes sitting in his zone, throws an interception. Those types of mistakes, not going to be good for Syracuse. But Grant Olsen now going to step up and run. He's inside the 5, and he's going to dive into the end zone. So now North Texas up 17-7. Syracuse, quite a deficit to climb here if they want to get out of this hole. And they're going to start with 1:38 left. Will Golden toe dragging on the sideline. A beautiful connection from Melvin Patterson, and now they're in good position here. Patterson dropping back, a curl and beautiful ball placement. That would have been intercepted if Patterson hadn't put it on the outside shoulder of Jason Jordan, and it's going to be a first down. Drive continues here for Syracuse. 1:02 left and taking Patterson first down. Next play rolling out. He's going to take it himself inside the 5, and he's going to get down at the 3-yard line. And now Patterson, not going to matter, keeping it himself, powering in for the touchdown. Syracuse making it a 3-point contest here, but now 48 seconds left. Grant Olsen dumps off the screen to Keith, and Keith with plenty of room. Anybody gonna catch him? He steps out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and with 7 seconds left, Grant Olsen gonna fire to Keith, and he scores right before the half, making it a 10-point contest yet again. So now Patterson needing something big. First play of the second half, they'll go right back to Bobby Nixon, who in 2 weeks has his 4th touchdown reception. What a start to the season for these two, the dynamic duo from Placentia, and they are going to keep Syracuse in this game here as it's a 3-point contest. And coming up big is the defense. It is going to be Marcus Pitts on the sack. He had a few nice plays last week, but this is going to be his most impressive so far, getting the ball back for Syracuse. And now they're going to try to drain this clock. Terry Clark, why not again? Another juke move inside, making defenders look silly. And now, 4th quarter, a slant route, Jason Jordan, a touchdown reception, and Syracuse right back in front. This could be the final drive for North Texas here. Grant Olsen standing in the pocket, gonna fire, and wide open is Campbell downfield. Down across the 50-yard line as Syracuse's defense cannot come up with anything. And now Grant Olsen going to get inside the 5-yard line. He is stopped, and now this goal line stand means everything. 2 minutes 45, Grant Olsen stopped, breaks a tackle, and he is dropped after a loss of 3. Nice play by the freshman David Mack. And now this is it, 3rd down and goal. Olsen gonna pitch it, and it's gonna be Justin Fernando with the touchdown saving tackle. make it 4th down and goal. Same on the line for North Texas. Can they get a stop? Grant Olson steps back. He's sacked. He fumbles the football. It's the freshman Philip Nichols forcing the fumble, and Syracuse just has to get a 1st down. Terry Clark gonna gain a few on the carry. And now for all the marbles right here. Patterson in the pistol, drops back, looks, floater. Bobby Nixon diving catch is made right over the defender. Are you kidding me? This is an unbelievable ball placement by the clutch Melvin Patterson. If he puts this over in this position on a bullet pass, that linebacker has an interception and North Texas has another chance. But he throws a beautiful pass, and with that, Syracuse, under the arm and legs of Melvin Patterson's 4 total touchdowns, has won this football game and their 2nd straight game. Are they legitimate? Can they compete in the ACC? I don't know, but we're going to have to find out next episode, because they take on the University of Miami and UNLV, who both have very, very respectable rushing attacks, which is something where Syracuse has struggled with since the beginning. It is so exciting to see this team finally starting to produce with the players they have been given from their recruiting classes, and to see big-time freshmen like Philip Nichols and David Mack both step up, with sophomores like Marcus Pitts and Will Golden both coming together. As I mentioned, we have our last out-of-conference game next week in UNLV, and then Miami begins our ACC play. It's going to be a big contest, especially against Miami, and UNLV is no slouch either. Anyways, I'm so excited you guys have watched and enjoyed this series so far. Tell me what you think in the comments. Hype up the orange. Well, I am Jack, and I am signing out. Have a great day.